What is going on, gang? Today I'm going to be showing y'all another video of some simple and some easy and delicious meals that you can make at home. If you're trying to get in shape, whether you're trying to bulk or cut, I'm more so eating this meal because I'm trying to stay lean while I'm training for this marathon. But for you, if you just want to have a good, clean meal to eat and you don't want to be standing in the kitchen for 6 hours a day trying to make all these fancy, delightful, and delectable meals, this video is going to be for you. Today we're going to be talking about one of the meals that I eat. Probably the one of the 3 different meals, maybe 4 different meals that I eat throughout the course of my entire year. I only have a few meals that I rotate. And they're simple, they're easy. I eat them 6 days a week. I'm only making this video because it seems like you guys like these cooking videos. I'm no chef by any means. I'm not any chef, but every once in a while I will throw down. This, however, is not much of a throwdown. This is simple and easy crap. Now, if you guys want me to show you some of the fancy, delicious, lean meals you can eat that look a little bit more fancy, just let me know. I'll perhaps show you a couple of things, a couple of different little flicks of the wrist that I can do for you guys. But if you're just trying to be lean, set yourself up to be successful throughout the week when it comes to eating the right foods, hitting your macros, getting high protein, lean meals, this system, it's what you need to be doing. So y'all just let me know. But let's just go ahead and dive into the video, show you what we got. Today we're gonna be making some of my favorites. We got some burger and rice. I like to call them little Mexican mash bowls, but it's basically some ground beef with rice, salsa, and cheese. And I know you're sitting here thinking like, that's just so easy. Like that's it. There's nothing else. What about seasoning? Got our seasoning there. There's not much to it. And guys, if you're trying to be lean, I'm telling you, if you're trying to make it super complicated to eat your food, if you're making it so complicated to hit your macros because you're trying to eat something different every single day, you are not gonna stick to your nutrition plan. It has to be easy for you. Trying to overcomplicate it, trying to do these TikTok meals, they may look cool to do maybe once a week or every once in a while for a nice dinner. But if you're just trying to be lean, efficient, you're busy, maybe you got a job, maybe you're in school and you don't want to cook every single day, I'm telling you, having your meal systems like this, where you're cooking once a week, maybe twice a week tops, this is gonna be the way to go. So I'm about to throw this ground beef in the pan, get that cooked up, toss the seasoning in there. I'll show you what that looks like once I got the seasoning in the pan. But I have 2 different types of ground beef here because the store was out of what I wanted. So we got 85% lean grass-fed ground beef, and then I had to get this 80% grass-fed beef. Doesn't really matter. You can cook it leaner if you want to. For me personally, I don't mind cooking a little bit fattier ground beef, like 80-20 or 85-15, because I'm gonna drain the fat off. I'm gonna show you what that process looks like. All right, so we got 4 pounds of ground beef sizzling up nice and good. Try to cook most of that fat off of there because, look, if you're trying to get lean, drain the fat off. But if you're somebody who wants the extra calories perhaps because you're trying to bulk, then leave the fat in there. Have some juicy ground beef. Eat the fatty ground beef. It's up to you. This is completely up to you guys. But if you're trying to get lean, you want to cook your meat first. Don't add your seasoning yet. Cook the meat first, drain the fat off, then add your seasonings. So I'm gonna use my spatula here. Go ahead and break this up a little bit before I add the seasoning in. All right, so now that it is almost done being cooked, you can still see a little bit of pink in there. I'm gonna drain off most of that fat you see in there. That way it's a little bit leaner. Now, if you're using a leaner meat, you don't really have to do this. But since I use 85-15, 80-20 meat, I got a lot of fat to drain off here. Now, you're not gonna get all of it because you'll probably end up pouring a lot of meat down the drain if you try to. So just get as much as you can off of there. It's okay for the little bit left. It's not gonna make that big of a difference. And yeah, if you're talking about tracking your macros, sure, the amount of fat you have in your meat is gonna change the amount of total calories you have. But to be honest with you, I don't track that closely. I'm typing it in, I don't account for the percentage of fat that I pulled off of the ground beef. So once again, make it easy on yourself. You just need to be able to put a system in place like this that you can just repeat over and over again that you don't have to think about. That's the key to sticking to this stuff long term. Once you get home from work and you're having to think about, oh, what am I going to eat? What should I do? Oh, is this going to work? Is this going to fit my macros? That's when you start eating crap you don't need because you weren't prepared. So I'm about to finish cooking this, put some seasoning on it, and we'll see what it looks like. For the seasonings, we got a few different things going on here. We're gonna start with some Montreal steak seasoning. Pepper that in there. I know I'm not measuring it out. I'm just pouring as much as I want to. I'm big on my seasoning. Gotta have plenty of seasoning in there. Next, we got some garlic powder. So, put a lot of garlic powder in there as well. This is completely up to you, depending on how good you like your ground beef to taste. I'm a big seasoning guy, so I put quite a bit. And I also got 4 pounds of meat in here, so you need that extra seasoning. Next, we got some Lawry's seasoned salt. Just 3 seasonings, simple and easy. If you want to be even more simple, you can just buy one of those packs of taco seasoning. Sometimes I do that as well, but I didn't have that today, so we just got to do our little simple 3 different seasoning stack here. Mix that up real good there. All right, so the ground beef is pretty much done there. So now we're gonna go ahead and take our Uncle Ben's ready rice, 90-second rice. I like the cilantro lime, but some other good ones with the creamy 4 cheese. Not sure if you can see that. Creamy 4 cheese, roasted chicken is also a banger too. But for these Mexican rice, beefy, cheesy bowls with the salsa, I like the cilantro lime. I think that's the best mixture there. So we're gonna pop these in there for 90 seconds, and then that's gonna be almost it. I'll add the last few things in here. I'll talk about the macros a little bit, and that'll be it. All right, ground beef is done. So I'm gonna go ahead and prepare my meal for lunch tomorrow. I'm gonna put 8 ounces of meat in this Tupperware here. 8 ounces of ground beef, if you drain the fat off. It's gonna be around 50 grams of protein. And that's typically what I try to get in every single meal. So this is 8.2 ounces. I know you can't see it. I'll show it to you because I know you want to see it. So this came out to 8.1 ounces. And now I'm going to add a half a pack of the Uncle Ben's rice in here. Ow, shit, it's hot. Look, I know there's going to be somebody in the comment section saying, wait, you didn't measure your rice. How do you know that's a half a pack of rice? How do you know that's half a serving? I don't. I know it's about half. I know it's close enough because I'm going to eat this entire pack in a day. Because I'm going to eat that same meal right there that I just showed you, that's right there. I'm going to eat that same shit for dinner. So over the course of the day, I'm going to eat this entire pack. So if I put half for lunch, if it's 2/3 for lunch and the other third comes with my dinner, it doesn't matter because I ate the entire pack over the course of the day. And that's how I track my meals, what I eat an entire day, not exactly how much I break into each meal. But let me finish packaging this up so you can get the entire idea. So I got my rice in there, got my ground beef. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of cheese. And no, I'm kind of eyeballing this because I have done this so many times that I know about how much it is. This is right at a full serving. And no, it's not exact. If you want to be exact, you can of course weigh your cheese out. I'm gonna add some of this paste picante. I meant to get salsa, but I didn't get that. So I'm gonna use this picante, drizzle that over there just a little bit. And for the final touch, I like to add some of this Lawry's seasoned salt after. So typically I'd mix this up real good here, and then I would add some of this Lawry's seasoned salt on the top, and that would be it. Now, if you want to make this leaner, you could just, like I said, drain more fat off, get the 93.7 lean ground beef, drain the fat off more from there, and then you can just not add cheese to it. That will, of course, save you calories. The total calories come out to be around 650 to 700. I didn't even check my fitness pal to see how much it was. I've just done it so much that I know it's around 700 calories, give or take 50 calories depending on the fat. About 50 grams of protein, about 40 grams of carbs with half of that pack of rice, and about 40 to 50 grams of fat from the ground beef and the cheese combined. But that's also variable, depends on how much fat you drain off and cheese, but that shit you don't really need to worry about. More of the story is this is a way cleaner and leaner meal that you'll get if you go buy some crap from some restaurant. So That's easy. Took me about 25 minutes in total to make that stuff, and honestly, it's pretty damn delicious. Now I'm gonna eat the same meal right here for the rest of this week because I'm recording this on a Tuesday night. This is gonna feed me for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So I'm not gonna have to cook again until Sunday because this is actually 4 pounds. It's enough for about 4 days worth of eating because I typically eat a pound of meat per day. And look, that's pretty much it. It's simple, it's easy, and it's effective. And that's how all your meals should be if you're trying to build a plan that you can stick to. Having easy systems in place that make it easy for you to stick to your meal plans. That's the key to success here. So if you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you watching. If you want to really learn how to stick to your meal plans, learn how to elevate your mindset, elevate your body, have a free weekly newsletter I send out every single month. It's just free talks, free wisdom on the mindset it takes to really truly transform your body and evolve your mindset, evolve your entire life, starting with getting yourself in shape and fixing your weak mindset. So if you like that type of stuff, you like the science, like the wisdom that comes from me working with thousands of other people and taking the pieces that I've learned from them in my own transformation and applying that to some stuff that perhaps maybe you can use yourself in your own daily life. So if you want that, there's gonna be a link in the top of the description of this video, and click on that, subscribe to the free weekly newsletter, get some free sauce from your boy, and I appreciate you. Click that subscribe button too while you're at it. It's simple, it's right there, it's easy. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Thank you, love you, peace out.